if you become attached to clearing your mind, that can create tension. So the idea is to do these things to clear your mind and create a routine of clearing your mind without becoming too attached to the goal of having a clear mind. Because all of the waves from the universe and the world and all of the, this is a metaphor, of course, but all of that is going to still hit you and wash over you, and that is going to create thoughts. But the idea is if you're constantly clearing out your mind, then you'll constantly clear out those thoughts out of your mind and give each moment the attention and focus it deserves, and the right amount of action for each moment. And I think that's probably when people say, don't try to clear your mind, it's a balance, because things are always coming in, but you want to just keep everything passing through and allowing things to come and reacting appropriately in each moment. And it's more about the attachment to the things. It's like if something happens that's bad, do I hold on to that and get angry inside, and then when someone who's trying to help me, I'm still angry, and then I get angry at them? Something like that can happen very easily. No, in that moment, if something makes you angry, you're angry, but then let it go and don't carry that into the next moment. And so you will have thoughts. It's not like they never come back. They're always, as long as you have a body and a brain, you're going to have thoughts. But it's all about having a practice that clears it out. That's why I don't think sitting meditation is enough, because eventually you have to get up and do things. So you have to learn how to turn everything you do into a meditation. And that requires, interacting with things, thoughts coming in, but you want to have your mind as a base level of clear, so that the thoughts that you have are also clear and not a result of attachment to things you want in the future, things that happened to you in the past, just the perfect action for each moment. And that is one of the most important things I learned from my own teacher that I had never heard before when I was reading books about meditation and things like that. And it was always difficult for me to understand what they were talking about, because when I'd sit and meditate, I would feel okay or pretty good, and then when I would get up and do things, everything would just come back. So it's more about learning how to turn everything into a meditation, and that's how you can always keep your mind clear. And it sounds very easy to say something like that, but it's actually, one of the most difficult things you can do. So it takes practice, and it's not something that you just snap your fingers and it happens. It's something, like I suggested, you can practice it. You start with activities that you enjoy doing, that help you clear your mind, something that requires your concentration. And then that makes it a little easier to kind of force you into that flow state. And then when you're doing, you can try to apply that same level of focus to something like doing your dishes, that maybe that's an activity where your mind might be more likely to wander, because it's so second nature. But my teacher taught me that actually through martial arts. And so that was how I kind of absorbed all of these lessons. He was a Zen master and a martial arts master. So, and when I made that connection, it totally changed the way my approach to meditation was, and it made the process much easier for me to understand and to follow, and it felt like it was creating better results. And that's why I called it the Zen Art Center, because I'm trying to have people use different art forms to learn how to meditate.